Hey guys, well, as you all know from watching my videos, I love anything that's to do with RC. Planes, trucks, doesn't matter. Flies, dries, if it's RC, I love it. But I'm also into electronics as a hobby as well. And I love building stuff on breadboards, like this Ben Eater 8-bit computer I built. Another great YouTube channel, you should check it out. And then I saw this project with these little LCD screens, so I picked one up. It's easy enough to display manually by entering the right character code and stuff. But what I really wanted is to make something so it could display a sentence on its own. And for that, I would need a microprocessor. Ben had used a 6502, but I'm not that good at programming code, so maybe I could do something different with a 6502 or... But first, I had to get my hands on the chip. And online, the shipping was more than the chip was worth.
How much? What the f?
So where could I get my hands on one? Nah. Then it came to me. Then I had an idea. If I took a couple of EPROMs and a couple of 555 timers and some other supporting chips, I think I could make something work. So, first thing first, if I'm going to use these EPROMs, I got to figure out how to wipe them out and program them. So the first thing I did was download the data sheet, gave it a read, and then I built a programmer for it. So before I program it, I got to figure out how to wipe them out. I don't have a UV EPROM eraser, UV light eraser, so I got to figure something else out. So my wife had these UV lights for her nails, so I thought I'd try that, but it just wasn't bright enough. So it just needs a little bit more power.
Is that my nail hardener?
Uh-oh. Or I could buy a UV eraser online, but they were really expensive.
How much? What the fuck?
And then one day when I was working out at the gym and I was thinking about it, and then a thought came to me. And this is a good idea because a water humidifier, if you ever look at your water humidifier, inside is a UV light. It's supposed to kill the bacteria and germs in the water before it sprays it out all over your house. And it's bright enough, I think it'd be bright enough, if I could use that to wipe out the EPROM. So I'm just going to try that, put it in there, and just let it sit there for 10 or 15 minutes or so and see what happens. And after about 10 or 15 minutes and I took it out, it felt pretty warm to the touch. So then putting it back in my programmer and tried it out, it wiped out all the information. It was a clean EPROM. It worked great. Didn't cost me a cent. So that problem solved. So now for the easy part, just programming it. Grab some jumper wires to set the data lines, set the address lines here. The only thing with this EPROM, it requires a 24 volt power supply on the 5-pin during programming. So I hook up these two 12 volt batteries. I think they're for clocks or something. I sandwich them together to get 24 volts. Put that on there and press the button and program each address. And so this is what I came up with. 555 timer, which goes to two counters, which cycles through the address lines on the two EPROMs I programmed, which then sends the data to the screen to display whatever it is I programmed. The tricky part for me was this enable pin, because the data has to stay high, and then that enable pin has to go low and high, and then the data changes to the next character, and then the enable has to go low and high again. So to do this, I added a second 555 timer just to that enable pin, and I just offset it with an extra 100 ohm resistor. So one of the chips is just a little bit slower than the other, and I think it will work. So let's try it out, see if it works. And it does. Woohoo! So maybe I'll get a 6502 chip and maybe I'll make something more out of it, or I don't know, maybe I'll put it on a plane or something. I don't know. We'll just wait and see. Okay, you want to see this thing work?
Yeah, sure.
See, there you go. See?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and see, and this is all the stuff I did to get it, and that's what I got it to say.
What else did you get it to say? Anything else? Or?
No, nothing else. Just, oh.
Supposed to say that?
I didn't do it. Maybe I should shut that off. I'm not putting that in a plane.